Hi. Home, mobility, aging. That is something we all think about. We don't always realize what our connection is. For many of us, as we get older, it seems that our world closes in on us. But with the support of a community, we can ensure that our seniors are mobile, active, healthy, independent, and capable. When I first started at Ypsilanti Meals on Wheels, my mind was a little bit closed to that. My only interactions with seniors were my family members, my grandparents, and close friends. But over the years, as I worked with Ypsilanti Meals on Wheels, I came to know many of our clients very well. I actually get out to deliver meals from time to time. It's really rewarding. I get to knock on doors, provide a hot meal with a smile, a safety check, and I'm invited into their homes. And as we age, we think about what we lose, but that's not what happens. We gain independence if we work together. So, I know many of us are of various ages, but we're all impacted by falls. So by show of hands, how many of you know someone who has fallen in their home? I can see that many of you are nodding yes and have raised your hands. We're all impacted by falls. That's a common theme with many of the clients I've served over the years. Many clients start a story with, I no longer am able to, I am not capable of doing so. I have been able to work with clients after they've had a stroke. So I'm no longer able to walk up and down the stairs. A client may have had a stroke and been paralyzed on their right side, or I'm no longer capable to get on the bus. You see, I've had memory loss and I have dementia, and that is why I can't ride the bus. There's many stories of clients that I deal with that fit all of these boxes. But one client I want to talk to you today about is Paul. About a year ago, I had a chance to deliver a meal to him, knocked on the door, delivered the meal, and I asked him how he was doing. And because he's really familiar with most of our staff and client and volunteers, he welcomed me into his home. He apologized for how he looked. He said, I haven't had my shower yet, and I'm feeling out of sorts. But please do come in. I really do need the company. So as we started talking, I asked him about the stroke he had had. And he had shared that he was one of those clients who was paralyzed on his right side. And he had said it had been so very long since he had had a shower. As we talked, he said he was no longer able to go to physical therapy. So, being my curious self, I said, where are the challenges in your house? And he said, the bathroom. I fear falling in the shower. We all know those videos. Help me, I've fallen, I can't get up. So we went into his bathroom, and I quickly realized this was not the end of the world. We could make that bathroom safe again. He needed a detachable shower head, grab bars, and a shower chair. I was like, that's easy. That shouldn't take anything. And then we can open his world up again. So I had never done this kind of work before, but I knew many of my clients needed this kind of help. So I was able to find a contractor who knew how to do those kind of modifications. And then I was lucky enough to find a funder in the community who gave us $10,000 to help 10 to 15 clients like Paul. So after the work was done, a few weeks later, I had a chance to go back and visit Paul. It was like night and day different. He said, oh my God, Alison, I feel like a new man. I am clean, I'm shaven, I'm happy. And did you know, I hadn't had a good, warm, hot shower in over 6 months. I know when I don't feel good, a shower makes me feel right with the world. So I asked him, what would be next, Paul? Now that you're starting to feel better, And I could tell his world was opening back up and his mind was moving around. So Paul said, I'm ready to get back out there. I'm ready to go back to physical therapy. I want to be able to work with them to walk a mile again, to grocery shop, and meet up with friends again. And Paul's a older adult, like early 60s. He said, I even want to date. So that gave me the big realization. As we age, no one trains us to get old. And what I mean about that is, when we're younger, we're children, we're adolescents, and we're young adults, people train us to be active and in our community. And that's because our world is expanding. But as we age, due to our health and our physical limitations, it seems like our world closes in. And that didn't sit right with me. These are simple things. A few $100s changed his world. That's when I said, I have to find that next big thing to help our seniors. So I started doing some research, and I found the program. It's called Capable. What a great name, right? We want everybody to feel capable again. Capable is known as Community Aging in Place, Advancing Better Living for Elders. This program was developed by Johns Hopkins University by Dr. Sarah Zanton. And the focus of it is to bridge the gap between health in the healthcare system and health in our communities. And we want to keep our seniors at home, independent, and safe for as long as possible. The key here is we need to address people's health and wellness. And in order to do that, we need to quit treating disease, and we need to focus on treating functions. So with Paul, we're not treating the stroke, we're treating his activity of daily living, the bathing, being out in the community, the activity of daily living. And if we address the functional health, we can keep our clients safe, happy, and in the community. And at the cusp of this is starting to think differently between chronic conditions and our functional limitations. Right now, in our healthcare system, seniors with health challenges are 4 times more costly than the general population. And our homes are not prepared for us as we age. Less than 1% of our homes in the US are zero barrier with no steps. So I think a lot of us probably live in 2-story houses or apartments. And steps are a real and costly risk to our seniors. Falls are one of the #1 reasons our seniors enter the hospital system. 25% of seniors, 1 in 4, experience a fall in a year, resulting in millions of hospitalizations. And in some instances, it results in death, 27,000 a year. At the cusp of this is the cost. Falls are expensive. $50 billion annually we spend on falls. What if we took those funds from the healthcare system, we took those specialized experts and brought them into the community to be a capable team to support our seniors? And in that model developed by Dr. Sanson in Maryland, they did a pilot program for 3 years. And they found by giving a senior access to a nurse, an occupational therapist, a social worker, and a handy person trained as a certified aging in place specialist, they could work with the senior with their self-identified needs to improve their health and function, to get back in the community, to be healthy, to be functional, to be capable. In those first few years, it worked. Many seniors had reductions in their functional limitations. They had increased motivation, increased happiness, yes, that's a measure, and reduced depression. And there was physical changes in their environment that made them feel alive, capable, and expand their world. So capable is more than 6 times the savings of what it would normally cost. So $3,000 in expenses can yield over $20,000 in savings. At the cusp of that, that's a huge savings. But beyond those expenses, the real tangible benefit is that we're training our seniors to be healthy again, to be active, to be vital, to stand up, to take charge, and to say, I am capable. I hope you understand we can make this work not only here in Ypsilanti, we can make this work all across the country. So I hope you'll join us and join the capable revolution and say, we are capable together. Thank you.